Yeah, it's getting a chance to compete is a lot of fun, and especially winning. It's kind of what we all want to do here, and it's what we work all summer for. And to get a chance to play another team, and then to get a late win like that, a lot of ups and downs in the game, and it was we never gave up, and they tied it up 2-2, and then we hung in there and were able to score for the win. So like I said, it was a lot of fun, and I hope to do a lot more of that this season.
What did you guys learn from that experience, the exhibition game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good example of a regular college hockey game. The power plays, penalty kills, you know, you get a 2-goal lead going into the third period. That happens a lot in the regular season, so it was good practice for us. You know, we gave up 2 goals to let them back in the game, which we don't want to do in the regular season. We want to close out games, but it showed good character, good heart from our guys to hang in there and find a way to win, which we're going to have to do this season.
Go ahead. Well, this game coming up, being a regular game, is there going to be any different, I guess, mentally, or, you know, going into this as opposed to the exhibition game?
Yeah, we know mentally that this is part of the season here, and what we do in the games through March are going to determine where we are at the end of the season. So yeah, we know that this is the start of it. It's new for us to play UMass Amherst. We haven't played them in quite a few years, so from that aspect it's a little different because we don't really know that rink. It's a bigger rink, you know, so it's a little different, but at the end of the day, it's a hockey game, and we're going there to get a win for sure.
Do you treat this game differently, it being a home and home type situation, or is it, you know, it's just a single game and you worry about tomorrow the next day?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. We don't have too many of those really throughout our season, so to get a chance to play at a new rink will be a lot of fun. I think guys are looking forward to that experience, but then certainly coming home, it's not too far of a travel, so it's kind of like a regular ECAC league game where we're going back and forth between 2 rinks in a weekend. So we're excited to come back, try and get another win on Saturday, hopefully in front of our crowd. So for that reason, the home and home should be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, the exhibition is a real game that we get to play against other guys, but this is a whole new level, and we try to express to the freshmen and the guys it's their first game that it's going to be a bit faster, and just to be prepared for it.
What did you guys learn from the exhibition game?
We broke down the film with the coaching staff and went through it pretty attentively on Monday, and just saw things we can improve on. Just little things here and there. Overall, I thought we played pretty well, especially for a first game with so many new players, but there's definitely things we can improve on, and I think we worked on those this week.
What do you know about this UMass team?
We haven't played them in my 4 years here. Obviously, we know they got some skilled guys that are talented, so, and we know about the rink, that it's big Olympic-size ice rink. So we kind of have to worry about our own game first, but we know that they got some skilled guys in their team.
You go back to last year, was there a point of the season, practice, preseason, wherever, that you looked at Lyndon and said, you know, I think we have something here. He's a freshman, but he handled himself pretty well throughout the course of the year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, from the captain's practices when you first get here in the summer last year, you can tell he was very talented, and you knew once he got a chance, he would kind of run with it, and he did. But right now we got 3 goalies that I think myself and anyone else in the locker would be comfortable with in net. And obviously Lyndon's the guy. He was the guy last year, and he's played well so far.
Do you treat this weekend any differently, having it be a home and home, and knowing you're going to play the same team again the next night?
I think it's similar to just like Union weekend. It's home and home, but maybe a little more travel. We don't really get many of these in college hockey, so it's a little bit different, but it's definitely nice when you wake up Saturday morning, you can watch the film and know you're playing the same team.
It's time for the regular season. How excited are you guys, you know, for the puck to drop tomorrow night?
Oh, you know, it's huge. We've been working for this obviously all summer, but the last couple months being back together, it's all we've been thinking about for a long time now.
You had an exhibition game last week. What did you guys learn from that?
It was good. It was nice to get the win under our belt, definitely. It was a good chance for us to just work out some of the kinks, you know. Anytime you can get in a game and be up against another team and have them be pushing you and you pushing back, it's always a learning experience.
You got a regular season game coming up now. Is there any difference between the exhibition and this game going into it?
Preparation-wise, no. We go into every game trying to win and play our all. Just the only difference is this one's worth points, and last weekend wasn't.
Yeah. What do you know about this UMass team?
They definitely have some good players, some good D-core, a couple good D-lines, so we're just looking to shut them down and play our systems and push the pace.
Where are you at personally this year? Last year you came in as a freshman, you ended up earning your playing time. This year you're pretty entrenched, it looks like, in goal. Where's your confidence level and with where your game is at?
I think my confidence just comes from practice every day. Having the other goalies push me every day on the ice and me push them back is what makes a good goalie tandem and a good goalie team in general. So as long as we do that every day, I think we're going to be set this year.
You guys obviously didn't get the results you guys wanted last year, but you had some big wins, especially towards the end of the year. Obviously, the Cornell game, Quinnipiac, those games stand out. What do you see from this group that you can kind of take away from last year and try to have a better season? I
know last year was, you're right, we didn't get the results we really wanted, but those are all learning experiences, and we're off to a fresh start now. We already have one good solid win that is a good confidence booster for us, so we're just looking to build momentum, and if we lose it, just keep building it back up and just try to keep get things rolling all year.
Yeah, the mood's excellent. We feel really good about where we are. We feel good about our progress. We know that there's challenges every weekend. There's challenges every day in terms of striving to be the best that we can be. But we're getting through those things together. We're coming headlong together into these challenges, and it's exciting. It's fun to watch the energy and the enthusiasm from practice.
You had an exhibition game last week. What did you learn from it?
I like our team speed. I think our depth is noticeably better. We learned that you don't have time in a preseason to work on every aspect of every single moment that can happen in a game, but since then we have. So it's fun to measure from an exam or a test or a quiz, whatever you want to call the preseason game, against a different opponent. So you can see the other team has a hand. They're trying to do their things, and I thought we responded and reacted in a really positive manner.
You've got a regular, I guess, season game coming up this weekend. What differences will there be between that game and, let's say, an exhibition game?
Well, there's no real differences other than a win counts on your NCAA record, and the same for a loss. But when you're playing a team that's got a couple NHL draft picks, whereas last week that didn't, so the talent level may be higher. Our focus, our intensity right now, especially early in the year, is on us. And we need to make sure that we're prepared to play our game. And so that piece of it doesn't change.
You've sort of answered part of it, but what do you know about this UMass team?
Well, we know lots. Through the recruitment process, we know a lot of the players. Through video of last year, you can see trends that have transferred to this year. We watched their exhibition game. They've got a couple high-end mobile active D that you've got to be aware of, and a couple veteran forwards that have put up points. We know that they have gone through some tough times a couple years back, and that they're trying to change that. They're well coached. They play hard, and very similar to a lot of college hockey teams, they're trying to establish the start of the year as momentum.
But coming in and building your program starting last year, was there a point last year, preseason or during the year, where you looked at Linden and said, okay, you know what, I have a goalie here, and he's a freshman, but he handled himself very capably throughout the year. Was there a point that kind of hit you that you had something there?
Well, quite honestly, that point was before he had ever played a game. We had watched him play junior hockey before I even came to RPI, so we knew who he was, and then we read the reports and we knew what he was capable of, what other people expected of him, his development path. Then when you get a chance to work with him and you see the strength, the athleticism, the size, the commitment, you can see that there's a lot there. So he's a pro. I mean, he works at his game. So that was not really a surprise to see him take over that position last year. You know, and then I think he's on the right path for development for leagues beyond this. But most importantly, he's on the right path for us getting better every day and every week.
Coach, analytically speaking, how did you guys rate the exhibition? You know, were there guys that performed, you know, higher than you expected or compared to last year's team?
You know, we really divided the minutes up very evenly, both power play, penalty kill, 5-on-5 in our exhibition game. Statistically, we generated a lot of chances. You know, it was a 3-2 game. The 5-on-3 power plays for extended period of time could have changed a lot. That may have affected the score. I guess they did change a lot because we didn't score on them, but hit 2 pipes there. And analytically, I liked our game. I thought I thought our numbers spoke to good hockey on our part. I thought the gut feel felt that we were in shape, felt that we were playing as a unit, and it felt like a good review. And
lastly, for me at least, does this having the game back here on Saturday change how you go into a Friday game, even though it's the first game of the year? No,
not really. I mean, we've got 10 freshmen that 9 played last weekend. We've got 10 freshmen that you know need games. They might go in, they might go out. So it doesn't really matter. It's a road game. It's a big sheet at UMass. Let's go put our best foot forward and try and win every game and try to play our best with the best lineup.
Okay.